thank you all. And thank you to our charming and generous guest of honor. Ladies, why don't we let the men enjoy their port?
The buzz around The Gilded Age Season 3 is palpable, with fans eager to dive back into the world of high society, scandal, and drama. With Carrie Coon returning as Bertha Russell, this season promises even more intrigue and excitement. Here's everything we know so far, including new characters and potential plot twists. So what can we expect as we venture back into this lavish and tumultuous world? Let's break it down and uncover what Season 3 has in store. The Gilded Age's third season was greenlit almost instantly following the conclusion of the second season's finale in December. After all, it was a hit with the audience, and HBO could not see any reason why it should not be. The network was obviously anxious to bring more of it to its viewers. It was compelling week after week, according to HBO's programming EVP Francesca Orsi, and that makes it only logical they would want to continue this incredible epic. What does this imply for us, the audience, then? While a specific date confirming Season 3 has not yet been issued, many speculate that summer 2025 is considered a plausible period of release. Can you picture how long that would be? At that point, though wonderful teasers have been released, let us turn to what we can look forward to in this highly anticipated season. The most appealing thing about Season 3 is that there are new characters. And now that the audience will be treated to a number of new faces, one can only imagine how high the drama will escalate. The talented Felicia Rashad is joining the cast as Elizabeth Kirkland, a woman who has been described as very demanding and not shy to express herself. Sounds like she'll give a few people headaches, doesn't it? Also appearing alongside her is Broadway star Brian Stokes Mitchell as her on-screen husband, who is Frederick Kirkland, and Jordan Donica as Dr. William Kirkland. It is fit to say that these inclusions will offer new angles to the tale and possible machinations between certain characters. On that note, we have Merritt Weaver playing Monica O'Brien, who happens to be Bertha Russell's sister but is currently cut off from her. How will they manage to be sisters? Sisterly love or sibling rivalry? I think there's going to be a lot of tension in the family, and I would love to see how it turns out. Now let's talk about our beloved main characters. Carrie Coon's performance as Bertha Russell has been astonishing, and she seems ready for even bigger challenges in Season 3. After her success at the Opera House, Bertha holds a position of strength, but will that pose new challenges? Well, if it is Bertha that you are asking about, she would do whatever it takes to make sure that her daughter's position is guaranteed, and this may be the cause of a rift between the two. How are we to expect Gladys to deal with Bertha's operatic tendencies? It's all very exciting and growing even more complex, and I dare say we may bear witness to a clash between them that can upend the family unit, if not the family itself. What's your take? Would Bertha's drive be the reason for her and her daughter's closer relationship, or will it be the very thing that drives them apart? And we also have to mention the brilliant Christine Baranski as Agnes van Rhijn. At the end of Season 2, Agnes was hit with a curveball of losing her position. The respected matriarch of the household becomes a thing of the past, and that already sounds interesting. I can already picture the range of emotions she will be feeling as she adjusts to this new living situation. The tension should be delightful. The Gilded Age has had its side characters contribute in ways that have never made the plot boring, and Season 3 appears not to be an exception. There are a number of new families and new characters being introduced, so it's possible we may see some old faces venturing into bigger roles. So Season 1 ends with Peggy Scott, who is played by Denee Benton, going through trauma amongst other challenges, which is too much for one person. Is there a glimmer of hope for her cause? However, with new writing projects in, may Peggy finally get the chance to express herself in a society that has been unfriendly to her, or does she have the potential to be simply more than an able assistant? On the other hand, Oscar Van Ryn is struggling with the emotional and psychological ramifications of losing a fortune. As the household begins to transform, will Oscar take extreme measures to reclaim control? He and Agnes share some unbearable tension that seems to be heading towards a confrontation that has been long overdue. Concerning the story, however, there are also a lot of good possibilities. The video presents the opulence we have come to love, but it also teases storm clouds on the horizon. Because of Bertha's aspirations and Agnes's decline, there are power shifts that are bound to be very interesting. There's also speculation about the possibility of the Kirklands' arrival causing some problems. Are they going to be additional high society antagonists? Yet another conflict appears between the Russells and Van Rhijns. A lot is happening, alliances are forming, and enemies are emerging. I foresee a scandalous season filled with betrayal. The creators have insinuated that the upcoming season will touch upon a wider range of issues, with the changes in the New York City setting being one of them. As the younger generation whose wealth is relatively new to the caste system is introduced, what role will the rest of the characters play? There are a lot of creative possibilities, and I can imagine that the viewers are curious how this one will end up. But before we go further, let's pause for a minute. How do you envision the Gilded Age Season 3? Is there anyone specific whose actions you are really looking forward to? Place your comments below. I would like to hear your predictions and how they vary from our previous discussions. High society narratives always leave one wondering what exists in someone's imagination. The Gilded Age is an exploration of the lifestyles of the rich, and a particular sub-theme that has been addressed is the old and new money concept. This season could extend that further by examining the challenges and changes of social structures within societies. The fact that the Kirklands are arriving might suggest that power dynamics will change. It will be very interesting to see how characters of status such as Bertha and Agnes deal with such a prospect. Moreover, the show has hinted at addressing issues like women's suffrage and the role of race within the context of high society. While the timeline may not fully encompass these themes just yet, the groundwork has been laid. How will characters like Peggy Scott, a black woman navigating the society, find their place amid these changes? The potential for rich storytelling is vast, and I can't wait to see how the writers weave these threads together. As we gear up for the Gilded Age Season 3, the excitement is palpable. With new characters, evolving dynamics, and a wealth of potential plot lines, there's so much to look forward to. Will Bertha's ambitions lead her to triumph or ruin? How will Agnes navigate her new reality? And what surprises do the new cast members hold in store? The anticipation is real, and I know fans can't wait to return to this opulent world filled with drama and intrigue. So if you're as excited as I am, make sure to stay tuned for more updates and sneak peeks as they become available. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit that notification bell. Share your thoughts in the comments about what you think will happen in Season 3, and let's keep the conversation going. What are you most looking forward to?
What's up, everyone, and welcome back to Movie Race.